your Dungeon Master, the SuperNerdynate. Last time, on the last session, you guys, after having met in the festival in the city of Ardwall, you all participated in some games. These games tested various different abilities of you to either perform feats of dexterity, strength, constitution, or charisma, or intelligence. You guys all managed to pass at least one of these games and earned yourself a token entering you into the arena if you so chose. A total of 50 participants decided to enter the arena, 10 teams of 5. After the first round, 8 teams remained, including yours. After the second round, it was 6 teams. And after this third and final round, there are you and 2 other teams that have made it through. One of which is the team containing the orcish man, the half-orcish man, Gruna, the focus of Abyss's attention as of late. Having finished your fight, down 1 squirrel, you guys have just now been brought out with the other 2 winning teams, the 3 of you total. You've been presented your 10 gold prize for your finishing the 3rd round, and now we pick up as you guys brought into the middle of the arena with the other 2 teams, and a small stool is placed between the lot of you, the 15 of you. Out from the side door comes prancing along a satyr. He has been the ringmaster of this event. He hops up onto the stool. He's got this little, cone that he puts in front of his mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your 3 arena winners. There's loud applause and cheers. And now, to you, our winners. He turns around and points towards all of you. Another challenge stands before you. Will you stay as a team and face it down and become arena champions? Or will you flee?
Why do you have to put it like that?
I look at my team. I think we can handle it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be too much of a bubble.
Sure.
I'm ready to kick some ass.
Pointedly at the dead squirrel, perched on my horn.
Team number 8 is on board. You see the other teams. A lot of them are younger fellows, very decently built, but for the most part, they're not the adventuring sort. They got through on good luck and decent strategy. However, Gruna takes a step forward. I will face alone.
Oh dear. This sounds bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, the returning arena champion, Gruna! And the crowd erupts into cheers of Gruna, Gruna. Of course, we have an opponent prepared for you, the Soul Fighter. Now, the next and final round. For you, Gruna, we have a special challenge cooked up by our very own Lawmaster, and he points towards a specific part of the stands, and you guys look up to see the Lawmaster that a few of you encountered sat up. She's in much less formal attire. She seems to be just kind of dressed for an outing. And sat next to her, there is an elven man in guards, Feyguard uniform. Really, game? Okay. It closed my notes.
No, Nate.
I don't know if I can't have more than one open. But
I guess we're not fighting today. We win!
No, I still have the enemy stats. Sat next to him, and a challenge for the team wishing to become champions, brought forth by sitting next to the lovely Lawmaster. the head of the guard and the runner of this town, Eloire Lonuer. And you guys see there's a very, very well-dressed Eladrin. He's, like I said, he's got Feyguard armor on, and he's got the typical sash, but you see that it's much more intricately designed. Those of you who have lived within Verwyn would recognize that this man is a much higher rank. Odds are he's in fact a general amongst the Feyguard army. And he's also been introduced as the one who runs the town. He's not... I guess you would consider him to be the mayor?
Mayor of the guard.
He's head of the guard in Ardwall, and he's also the mayor, and he is a general.
He does all the things.
He does many things.
He kind of stands up as people are turning and cheering. This challenge brought to you comes with a special reward. If you win, 100 gold to the team, meaning 20 gold for each of you, as well as a special gift provided by the head of the guard himself.
Hi.
He's multiple people.
He's an Eladrin.
This is true. This is true, as I play an Eldrin in another game.
And so you guys are... The other two teams leave. It's just you, 5, and Gruna now. First up will be the challenge for Gruna. Team 8, you may take a seat in the crowd, or you may go to the waiting room. In 10 minutes' time, it will be your round.
I should go to the waiting room.
Yeah.
Everybody else going to the waiting room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently so.
So you guys are just kind of let off to the side, the same room that you've been waiting in between most of these rounds. However, this time around, the door is not closed. It is left open so that you can view.
Carefully.
That's good.
Gruna, out on the field by himself, is tasked with fighting 2 bugbears.
Oh, lovely.
Bugbears. Okay.
That just
Bugbears.
sounds fun.
So bugbears are these large humanoid-looking persons. They have very big muscles, and they're covered in fur. They also have long, pointed ears, and they're decently brutish. So you guys watch as Gruna manages to just kind of charging in right into between them. It takes him a lot of blood and a lot of beating, but he manages to bring down the both of them, and just kind of like swaying from side to side at the end, stands up, both hands in the air, and the crowd just erupts into cheers for Gruna, Gruna. He's handed an entire sack of 100 gold just for himself, having defeated the fight on his own. He is the gladiatorial champion of this arena.
Fair.
For a good reason.
Yeah. He comes through bloody and bruised over towards you guys and kind of gives you guys a small salute. Good luck.
Thanks, we'll need it.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Yours will be easier.
I hope so.
So, the 10 minutes. It's probably been about 6 to 7 minutes after Gruna's fight is finished. They've cleaned out the bodies. The blood's all cleaned up. You guys are allowed to enter into the arena, and you're told to hold next to the door. So you guys will remain where you are.
Oh, great. We're holdooring?
You're holdooring. You
Can
guys go ahead.
I-
Start rolling initiative. If there's something you would like to prepare, let me know.
Oh, for God's sake.
I was gonna just see if I can already be in the air.
They will ask you to remain on the ground.
Damn it. Then
I
I
have a bolt
roll
loaded into my...
a shot for anything I see.
Okay.
There it is.
Something seriously weird just happened. Okay. Okay, I'm good.
Are you? You sure?
Yeah, I'm good. I saw nothing but
Okay, that's not bad.
like.
Think about it.
You think about it. Think about it.
No, you.
Alright, so how do I run an initiative? I forget these things.
Click on your
Like this?
token.
Oh, for
Thank
God's sake.
Did you click on your turkin first?
Your turkey.
Click on your
I
turkey.
clerked
You
on the
click on the
turkey.
turkin first.
I clerked the turkers.
Turkey.
Yes, he clicked the turkey from the hurricane. So, as you guys are standing there waiting,
That's pretty good.
there's a rumble as the opposite doors open. There's 3 doors that open. 2 small on either side and a large one in the
Hodor.
middle. You guys watch as scuttling onto the field.
Oh God, it's scuttling.
Yeah.
In that case, does my bow go off?
I got a bad
Yeah, you
feeling
can take your
about
shot.
this.
Sweet, I'm gonna take my shot.
Does my
Not
bow
gonna
go
waste my
off?
shot.
Oh, it's so ugly.
That is ugly. What the fuck even is that?
I'll let you know if you roll high enough on a. This would probably be a history check.
Really?
Wait, hold on. I thought we were fighting the guard.
No.
No.
No. So I'm gonna roll that, and then also roll my damage, because I assume a 22 hits.
Yeah, 22 hits.
Sweet.
You'd be in a lot of trouble if it didn't.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'd be so mad at you if it didn't.
The only other person I heard preparing a shot was Valeria, so you also get a shot. You can take
Alright.
1 attack with your ranged weapon. That does not hit, however.
No.
You guys also watch as, while you're taking your shots at the creature in front of you, which unfortunately you don't recognize what it is, but I will describe what it looks like for you guys. So,
Not
running
well.
out from the sides is something that's fairly recognizable for most of you. They're 2 kobolds, both armed with short bows. But the creature that comes out of the middle that you guys fired upon is a large bug-like creature. It looks relatively... It definitely looks like there's a little bit of like chitinous armor on it, but it doesn't look like thick chitinous armor. And it's got hundreds of tiny little legs.
Wonderful.
And as soon as it steps onto the field, you guys just smell waste, decaying bodies.
Oh, I know what this is out of character. Yep.
I don't.
You don't want to know the answer to that.
All right, so now combat has begun. At the top of the round is Martia.
Alright, I am going to take to the air. I'm going to... Let's see, how far is that fucker away from me? It's about right on the edge. Yeah, so I'm gonna fly up into the air about 10 feet, but move forward about 20, and I'm gonna adjust that right now. And then take another shot. I think... Yeah.
So you're 10 feet up, 20 feet forward.
Yep.
All right.
That's why I moved 20 feet forward so I could compensate for that. Nope, that's not the button I want. That's the button I want.
There you
Ah,
go.
fuck.
You dirty.
A 12, unfortunately, just misses. You watch as it clinks off of the soft chitin.
Shit. That's
Bad.
my go.
Great. Lufir.
Going to pop my Crimson Right, my bonus action.
Gidoki.
And then I'm going to...
Silent touching.
You guys, those of you who are close enough to see, you watch as he just kind of slices his arm real quick with his own weapon.
Okay.
do an owie.
That's how it's activated. You have to self-harm.
Edge boy. And then I'm going to push up to here.
Okay,
And
you
that'll be it
still have an
Yeah.
action.
Okay, I'm back.
I'll do
Didn't know you were done.
whole dodge action.
You'll dodge. Okay.
Yep.
That brings us to, I believe, Lorelei is before the kobolds. Nope. The kobolds have a higher dex. So the kobolds are first. They are both going to... Oops.
Go after the ringleader.
Well, they're both gonna take shots at at Lufir because he's the closer target. They have disadvantage because you took the dodge action.
Yay!
They also have disadvantage because it's daytime, but, you know.
Please, motherfucker!
Don't make me laugh. Actually, it's too easy to make me laugh.
Just editing something real quick because it changed out on me. There we go. A 9 definitely doesn't hit, but a 20 does.
Ouchie.
So you take 7 piercing damage from the one that's behind the rock. And then...
Rock boy.
Rock wall.
Rock lobster.
And then this one's just going to crouch in as close to this structure as he can get. And they are both going to attempt to hide.
You better hide.
After attacking me like that.
Throwing sticks of pointy ends at me.
Okay, so you guys no longer see where that one is.
Oh, hey, he went over there. Wait, hold on.
All right, Lorelei.
I'm trying to hold on.
Trying to hold on.
Hold on to what?
Hold on to your backsides. It's
Okay.
puppy.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire right here.
Okay. Can you please put Fairy Fire in the chat so I know what I'm rolling?
Hmm.
In a
That put in the chat?
20-foot cube. So it's not, it doesn't do this. It does
Does it
this.
That's right. Here. That's what I was trying to aim at. Then here. I can't see what you're doing.
Yeah, we
can't?
can't see what you're doing.
Okay, so I'm not the only one. Cool.
Okay, so it does this.
Who can't
Oh.
see that?
Yeah,
I
still-
put it on the
still
wrong
not
layer.
there.
That's why. I was like, why aren't you seeing this? Now I know why. That's what it does.
Okay,
Because we're
then let us
blind.
move it down 2 more blocks.
So you want it there?
Yeah, and in 1 more.
Well, you're already hitting the one behind the wall,
Alright, perfect.
presumably.
Yeah.
You
We
would
don't know that.
you would have to have line of sight if you wanted to confirm that or not.
Either way, I firmly believe that I hit what I saw was there last.
Okay. So that is a dex save from both of them.
I will proceed to move forward 10 feet.
Okay, the kobold fails.
Instantly
And
dies.
so does the other thing.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
So they both get marked with shiny colored lights. What color? Blue, green, or violet?
Violet.
Okay, so they're both now shimmering a strange violet color that gives off dim light for 10 feet.
For some reason.
They did take damage, right?
No, it doesn't do damage.
No. It's just a spell that makes it to where they're easier to hit.
Hmm.
Really great when you need to even the playing field. Like, oh hey, we're in fucking darkness.
Abyss, it is now your turn.
I will go right around here.
Okay. Shove your way past Lorelei.
Shoving onward.
West Virginia.
That means next one I could probably
Sure, we can go with that.
Sorry, what? After you move there, you're going to...
Oh, I can throw my trident. But that'll be on disadvantage.
Nope, it's a flat roll because they're both currently shining brightly.
Okay.
Like a diamond.
All attacks against them currently have advantage. Also,
But-
before I forget, you are concentrating. That still misses. So you huck your trident and it sticks in the ground right about there.
Womp.
Oh,
Womp, womp,
You let
womp,
go of it a
womp.
little too late.
I'm trying to get used to it.
Alright, that's your go, I believe. Valeria.
All right. Here I go. Maybe. Here we go.
Oh. So, right, okay, the bug thing also has large tentacles coming off of around its face area.
Alright.
Of course it does.
I can use my dash to get there and still have an action. And is that just a column knocked over to where I can
It's a
still aim
knockover.
over it?
It's partial cover.
Okay.
If you were a smaller creature, it would be almost full cover.
Well, I'm not small, man.
None of you are small.
Oh,
8. Not enough.
It's not
Towards the
small.
creature, you have advantage.
Oh. So I guess roll one more.
Mm-hmm. That hits.
Alright.
It's a good thing you guys have that advantage, because you definitely need it.
Oh, I did something smart.
It is now
Do
the
smart.
large crawling creature's turn. It's going to
The whole
move
party has been wiped.
30 feet straight towards the closest target,
Mm-hmm.
and it is going to attack you twice.
Okay. Okay. Well, prepare
Wonderful.
to get knocked out, guys.
Natural
die.
20
oh
and a 7.
shit!
I need you to make a con save.
Con save.
Oh, that's what this thing is.
That is a failure, and you are now paralyzed.
Oh
You
shit!
take 8 damage. And you are... This gotta be a decent symbol for paralyzed, right? Yeah, sure, that works. You're paralyzed.
Alright.
I'm going to warn you what paralyzed does.
Okay.
So, as paralyzed, you are considered incapacitated, meaning that you cannot do anything on your turn. You automatically fail strength and dex saves. Any attacks against you have advantage, and any attack within 5 feet of you is an automatic crit, which means it has advantage on the bite.
Any attack with...
Any attack in melee is an
Hello?
automatic crit.
Okay,
Okay.
I need to fix that. Like now.
So I didn't hear what you said after when you attack with or something.
Well,
like
it doesn't
that.
matter because you're unconscious.
Oh, well,
Because it has advantage on attacks against you.
Oh fuck.
Amartya, it is now your turn.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind
I'm
of figured
just
this
gonna-
was going to happen.
I just want to double check a rule because of reasons. She's unconscious, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am.
And paralyzed. Not that that matters much when you're unconscious.
Yeah, no, I'm just checking a rule about fuck. What's
Carry
the
weight.
term? What? No.
Carry weight.
Attack of opportunities. I don't think she can get attack of opportunity if I'm dragging her away. Is that
No.
correct?
It has to be them willingly moving away for attacks of opportunity.
Gotcha. That's all I wanted to double check. Because I want to try and fly down. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I want to see if I can fly down and dash back with her. Because it's gonna take all my movement to fly down to grab her, and then try to move her away from it.
Okay.
So it can't make another hit.
As a warning, you do notice
Yeah.
flying down to get her would put you in range of the tentacles.
So I would get the attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Okay. I'm still gonna try.
Okay. Valeria's not super heavyweight, but because you're carrying another creature, you will be at half movement once you pick her up.
Yeah,
And-
that's why I'm gonna dash.
Yeah, okay. So you can grab Valeria and drag her 15 feet back.
Okay, so 15 feet would be about here for me. So I get to about here. I can't move her token unless you somehow gave me permission. No, you did not.
Well,
So
it's
she's
a good thing
probably
it didn't hit you. You managed to drag Valeria away just fine.
Yay!
Sweet.
That's your turn.
That is
Lufir,
my turn.
Sorry.
there's now an unconscious tiefling next to you.
Hello.
That does not look very good.
And you're now very aware of just how scary the thing in front of you should be.
So, as far as I know, things in front of me. Yeah, I'm going
Used to have
to.
those awesome.
move down to here.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think of what I can do. I'm kind of limited in my range. And my whip is.
You'd have to get in range of it to hit it with your whip.
Oh, I'm gonna remove the rest of my down this way.
Cool.
Yeah.
You still have an
I don't
action.
I don't get near that thing. I'm gonna dodge.
Okay. It's now the kobold's turn. The one that went and hid has slunk his way over to here, and he takes a shot towards. I guess he takes a shot towards Amartia. You're the closest. The other one will take a shot towards Abyss. So the first one towards Amartia. That hits.
Yes, it does.
For 7 pierce, and then against Abyss, that hits for 6 piercing.
Jesus Christ.
And they will both, once again, attempt to hide. One of them succeeds. Oof.
Woof.
Lorelei.
Just 1 second. Okay.
Think into
With my healing word.
By the way,
The downed enemy. Friendly.
yes, it would. By the way, you need me to take over soonish, right?
We still got a couple of minutes. Yeah, I don't know when it could be 8:30. Could be 8. So, anytime for the next 30 minutes, I could leave.
Okay, just make sure you let me know before you do.
Absolutely.
Say something in the Roll20 chat, because I might not hear you if you say it in the middle of someone else's turn. You know what I meant. Anyway, yes, healing word will help.
Alright,
Valeria.
then I will cast healing word.
And also, I will rule that because you're unconscious, the paralyzes ward off.
Ah, well, that's good.
Level 1. Your bard heals you.
For
get up.
9 fucking max.
Sweet.
So you regain
That's awesome.
9 hit points, Valeria. However, you are currently prone. But you've also been dragged back away from the creature.
Oh.
That's your bonus action, Lorelei. So you still have your movement and an action. You can cast a cantrip as your action, but you cannot cast
wasn't a
any
cantrip,
additional.
that was
No. Because you cast a spell as a bonus action, you cannot cast a spell as your main action unless it is a cantrip.
What the hell? I love this character already. Why didn't I play this sooner? Alright, I'm going to make my attack, then I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna call this ugly, ugly son of an ugly tentacle-faced prick.
What do you call
Did
it?
that not work?
An ugly, ugly tentacle-faced son of a bitch.
Thank you, yes, I'm trying to limit my swearing as there is a child.
It's fine. It's a baby. We're fine.
No. He's got LJ with him.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
7,
that
yeah.
child.
Yeah.
It fails the save, taking 4 damage.
He's out,
It does look hurt.
And I ran and hid.
You ran. Abyss, is your turn. Your trident is here on the ground.
Right here.
Okie dokie.
Have my action be using my rapier. Is it still advantage?
Yes. Because that lasts for concentration for a certain number of minutes. However, an 11 does not manage to pierce the armor.
My bonus action to take back the trident.
Yeah, you can do that. So you pick up the trident and throw it back onto your back. Is that your turn?
I would move.
You
Well, no, she's a second level fighter now. She can action surge.
That's true.
How do I action surge?
You
How
just
does
take
she
a
action
whole
Do it.
other action.
You get one per, I believe, long rest. And,
Alright, I will
and then
I
you
will
get
act-
another action.
Do it.
surge. I will put
That's my
that
face.
on my thing of action surging.
That's
Yes,
my
I
face.
agree.
A thing of surging actions.
I surge the actions of many.
Again. Yes, little lamprey.
Bruh. Bruh.
Yeah, you get action surge at second level. I was right. The 21 definitely hits for 7 damage.
It is good.
7 pokes.
Cool. You do still have movement left, and it has already used its
Bless
reaction.
it be.
So you can move away without it taking an attack.
Bless you.
Blessed be.
We'll go
have-
over here.
You have another 20 feet, I believe, because you have 35.
35. Wait, is that 35?
5, 10. No, you have 20 feet left. Because you moved 15 feet to get to where you were.
Oh, right here.
Great. Valeria, you're on the ground, but you're alive.
Okay, can I use my bonus action to get up?
You can use half your movement to stand up.
All right. I use half my movement to stand up.
Great.
And while moving, I also use dash to get. Yeah, here.
You want to take a shot before you go around that corner?
I'll stop here and take a shit. No,
You stop there and take a shit? That's a different action.
Right? What the fuck?
I was gonna say take a shot, but no. I was
Take
gonna
a-
wait until. Wait, that's a whole wall.
Yeah, it is a whole wall. You cannot shoot over it. Well, you can shoot over it, but you'll be at disadvantage because you can't see where you're shooting.
That's a whole wall.
It's a whole ass
Gotta make
wall.
it straight
whole
roll though,
ass
so
wall. No, I'm gonna move back a little more, and then take a
About
shot.
that.
Great. You have advantage.
Oh shit!
10,
Still didn't hit.
unfortunately, yeah, you're finding yourself shaking from being downed, and you're scared. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
you hit the pillar instead of hitting the crawler. Speaking of the crawler, unless you wanted to
I have
move
to go.
some more,
I think I have like 10 more.
you had, let's see, 15 feet standing up. So you have 20 more feet because you dashed as a bonus. As a bonus.
it's a bonish.
As a bonus.
I'm gonna go right here.
Great. It's now the carrion crawler's turn. It's going to chase after you.
After me.
No. After
No.
Abyss.
Oh,
Okay.
Trust me, I also would have been scared because
Natural 1 on the tentacle and an 8 on the bite, so it misses both of its attacks against you, Abyss, as you just kind of swiftly move out of the way of each of the attacks, just like flaunting the fact that it's missing you. Amartya.
All right, cool. It's a bonus action to chug a potion, right? For if you chug a potion yourself.
That's a critical role rule. But we'll use that.
That's why I'm clarifying if we're using it, because I know it's a critical role, but some games use it, some games don't. That's what I'm clarifying.
Yeah, we'll use it.
Okay. I just wanted to check, because I need health back, but I have potions, so I'm going to pop one of my potions of healing. That's 2d4 plus 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Heart. Critical
Okay.
roll is now canon, so yeah! Woo!
critical
Sweet.
roll.
I got almost all my health back. It would have been nice if I had all. Meh. Meh.
Meh.
Meh.
Plus
Meh, 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 meh.
Well, it's all 2s.
it's all twos. And then I'm gonna fly up 10 feet in the air. Move about this close, just so that I'm above the wall. And I'm gonna take the shot at the carrying crawler because it is
Shit.
still fairy fired, and I'm above the wall. Advantage. Where's my short bow?
What's with
There's my
y'all
short
taking
bow.
shits on everything today? My God.
Listen,
Yay!
Sometimes
Don't
you just
text
gotta
me.
go.
Yeah, right.
Clearly.
14 hits, right?
Yes.
I think he said a 13 hit earlier. Cool. 5 piercing.
Hooray!
Whole whopping 5.
Hey, listen, that helps.
It
That
looks
It does help.
wounded.
Yeah.
Wounded.
Before I forget, you're now up in the air, so you get that again.
Yep. And that's my turn.
Great, Lufir. You gonna do something?
Yeah.
Are you going to do the
Crack him
same?
with the whip.
Okay, you approach him and crack him with the whip. You have advantage
Advantage.
because it's still glowing. Lorelei is doing a good job of keeping herself away from the fight.
Yeah.
23 definitely hits. You have your right active, so extra damage. 12 damage with a whip.
What?
That's a lot of damage.
Why does your whip have a modifier?
I don't know. I have not touched anything since we set it up.
That's why you're doing so much damage with a whip. You have an extra +2 on there for some reason. Oh, you have a +2 on there because of dueling, but you're not a fighter, so you don't get dueling. Yeah, so that's not 12 damage, it's 10 damage.
It's still a lot of damage.
The baby protests.
Okay,
Take the dappling.
that's your action.
Pants yourself in front of it.
I agree.
That would be a full action.
Yeah.
Hey.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast my curse.
Okie dokie.
Cast a curse on you.
So, Curse of Mutual Suffering.
Lasts for 1 minute.
Oh, that thing.
Alright, so you place your curse. Let's see. Yeah, sure, a bleeding eye. That looks great. You cast your curse on the creature. And if it hits you, it takes the damage back. Kobold's turn. The one that went hiding. It's now right over here.
Oh no.
He's going to go ahead and take a shot at Valeria. And the other one's going to take a shot at Abyss.
Miss.
The one at Valeria does miss. The one at Abyss. I think that... Yeah, that also misses. Cool. This one's going to skitter back here now that he's starting to be surrounded.
Skater.
This one's going to bonus action dash to get back to safety. So neither of them are hiding this round. Lorelei.
Really, the only thing I can do is just vicious mockery. Your mother hates you!
Your father was a hamster, your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
Your mother hates you and you smell like a septic tank. And your tentacles are ugly too. Oof.
It fails its save, taking blank damage.
The fudge? Let's try that again. I don't know why the spell's broken there.
Don't know why would that spell there be broken there, eh?
No, why?
1 damage. Cool. Abyss. Abyss, you're right up next to the creature. It looks very, very hurt.
Yeah. Is it still advantage?
Yeah, it's still glowing.
Come on.
Come on, pants.
Why come on pants?
Listen.
Okay, you only should have rolled twice there, but either way, the 20 hits. For 5 damage.
That's my face.
Nah, that's its plaything. It's a baby, remember? Everything is a plaything. You want to stay where you are? Abyss, you want to stay where you're at?
I can use the second wind.
If you want to regain some health, yeah.
I'll use that a little later.
Good idea.
Okay. Valeria.
Alright. I already planned my attack, and here I go.
Okay, so you bonus action dash to stab a kobold.
Uh-huh.
That hits. That is just barely hits. How do you want to do that? How do you kill this kobold?
Slit its throat.
Great. You bring your rapier and pierce it directly through the throat, snapping its neck in the process. Let's see. You got 15 feet of movement left. Or you can just stay there, because it's not like the crawler's coming after you.
I'm gonna stay here.
Great. Karen Crawler is going to attack Abyss.
No, I
10
can't fly.
doesn't hit. 16
Good.
doesn't hit. It's a good thing
Good.
you guys have an actual AC tank. Martia, this thing's on its last proverbial legs.
Cool. I'm going to try and shoot it to death.
You have advantage.
Yeah, I know. I still got the advantage on the top.
That hits.
18 hit. That hits. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
8 damage.
Yeah. How do
That
you?
kill it?
Yeah. How do you want to do this?
So, seeing as it's facing Abyss, I'm already kind of just prepares the shot, shoots, and it goes right through the back of its head. So that just as it goes to try taking a bite out of Abyss, suddenly there's an arrow pointing out of its face, and it just falls right over,
So,
almost on top of her.
Abyss, from
Maybe
your
not.
perspective, there's just a noise, and suddenly an arrow is just kind of poking out of one of its, its lower mandible, and just slumps onto the ground to do a gigantic mess.
Gross.
Bup,
I feel good.
bup.
My squirrel has been avenged. It was also avenged last time, but still.
The fear. There's only one creature left, and it's a kobold.
I'm gonna try to find it. I'm gonna hit it.
It's right there.
Oh.
It's not hiding or anything.
I'm gonna try to find it. Right there.
I've got things on my screens. I can't always see it.
I'm a smart
He's
guy.
no longer in the fire, so.
That hits. You have advantage. You want to see if you crit?
No, I'm good.
Well, it's either way you hit. So
Yeah.
it's just a roll to see if you kill this thing or if you obliterate this thing. But no, you only kill it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You crack the whip right into its head and it just collapses onto the ground.
Dead.
That is the end of combat. As you guys
we
kind of,
did it!
you guys kind of collect yourselves and gather around the gigantic creature.
Check how Valeria's doing, since she's the one who went down at
She's got some weird, they almost look like acid burn marks where the tentacles had managed to make contact.
I've got 1 health potion left if anybody wants it.
As you call this out, the arena is extremely still, and then it just erupts in cheers.
Okay.
Is that
Not for you guys.
if
it was
anybody,
for them.
I best timing. If anybody wants this health potion, I'm talking to
I
your
was
teammates and
talking to my team.
yeah,
That was very quick.
Everybody in the audience is cheering because you guys just killed the crawler.
I know, but still, the timing.
Guys, I don't have enough health potions.
The small
Breaks
sage,
down.
the small satyr comes out with his little stool and sets it up, brings his cone up to his mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, our new arena champions, Team 8. If you would come forth, and he kind of motions for you guys to like make a line.
Coming forth.
Same.
Goes forth.
All right, names. Then he kind of directs you to talk one at a time into the cone.
I am Lupir.
There's a whole bunch of cheers. People already knew what your name was, and they're going nuts.
I give people a wave.
Some lady in the audience faints.
That's what I like.
Oh my god.
Next up would probably be Amartia.
Amartia?
Bunch of cheers for your name. You looking around, you manage to spot your parents. They're both standing up, clapping furiously.
Furiously.
Probably glad that their child survived.
Oh my god! I'm going to kill you!
And you see on your father's shoulder, there was already a squirrel waiting for you.
Of course there is.
Your father was the one who has the nuts.
That is true.
In more cases than one.
Does
Next,
that mean
next,
Ratchet
God
has
damn it.
disappeared?
Gross Strachichat is still on your shoulder, pestering you.
So pestering me. Okay.
Well, of course.
Starts digging around in your backpack looking for snacks that he can't eat. Next in the
He
line.
doesn't understand.
Next in the line, Abyss.
I'm a abyss.
There's this pause for a moment as people kind of look at each other, and then, yeah, whoa. Because A, Abyss is kind of an odd name. B, they're not sure what you are.
I think any of us are.
But they're, yeah, great, awesome. Shoot it toe to toe with that bitch. Next up would be Lorelei.
Hi, I'm Lorelei. I frantically start playing my flute.
This, like,
Flute.
in addition to the cheers, there's all sorts of whistling and catcalling going on.
Of course.
Okay, sexy pose time.
Lorelei starts doing these like modeled poses in the midst of the cheers as the cone comes over to the last of you, Valeria.
Bitch.
And I am Valeria.
Woo, yeah, woohoo! There's a little bit less, but there are still some catcalls for Valeria.
I'm very happy none came my way.
You are
as
a
far as I know.
child.
You are.
Yeah. I mean, that hasn't
Well, you know what?
stopped them when I'm in the bar, just
You know
saying.
what? I'm also glad that came your way.
As you guys are kind of standing there accepting your cheers and your applause, there comes it starts to quiet down and you hear the footsteps as walking down from his seat down towards an now opened section of the stairs, and some stairs have been attached as well coming down from the wall. The captain of the guard approaches you all with a bag of gold and a much larger bag.
Of gold.
No.
No, just a bag of food.
So as he approaches you all, he hands the bag of gold to the satyr, who starts to divvy it out. You guys all get 20 gold.
What?
And then, one by one, he goes down the line, starting at the beginning with Lufir. For you, Mr. Lufir, who surely did not need the extra fame, he sets it looks like a leaf crown, and sets it on your head.
Ooh,
I need you to name the first color that comes to your head.
purple.
Okay, so you guys watch as flowers in purple just erupt as soon as it's finished being placed on his head. So it is now a purple flower crown.
I
Next
think-
in the line, he sets it on to Amartia's head. For you, young Amartia,
Hello.
what's the first color that comes to your head?
Blue.
Okay, so blue flowers erupt onto your head. Next in line, Abyss.
Red.
It erupts into red flowers, lovely roses and the like. Lorelei.
I don't know. Every color was taken, so black, like my emotional sensation.
Okay, no flowers sprout. And then on Valeria.
Orange.
Okay, it sprouts some beautiful
black
orange
flowers.
flowers.
Cosmos. Probably.
Right? And black roses, and black lilies.
There's a bunch of black flowers that exist.
No flowers appear on Lorelei's head because she's not focused on a color. She's focused entirely on being salty.
I mean, yes, she is a bard after all.
You guys watch as he takes a step back. Well, these strange gifts, as they may be, are not quite as good as this. And he pulls out 5 small little bronze pins and hands one to each of you. This denotes that you are an arena champion within the city of Ardwall, and should we ever need of you, and there will be compensation, of course, the god may call upon you.
Cool.
All right.
Hopefully such a time does not arise, but you never know. And please,
Think back on the recent events.
and please, think of the rainbow. He gives a small bow.
I didn't know we were getting Skittles.
Okay, so Lufir, you thought of the rainbow. You guys watch as Lufir's head just erupts in flowers and they start shooting off of his head.
I look at the group. Am I going to die?
There's just all sorts of laughter and cheer from the audience, and Eloire just kind of, thank you.
The question is, what happens if I think of home?
Okay, you think of home. It starts to sprout in brown, just a little bit of white, some green flowers.
There, that is acceptable.
What if I think of home?
I was about to ask the same
Lots
thing.
and lots and lots of the flowers and roots that your father gathers for his.
Cool.
I am also curious.
Home. Does
Okay.
anything happen?
So Valeria, you try to concentrate on home. Your flower crown doesn't change.
Oh, I thought it was gonna explode.
Wait, what about me?
Abyss, you concentrate on your home, and you start to see those little blue bells that used to grow in the swamp start coming out.
Aww, that's cute.
Eloire turns around and simultaneously as the satyr, "You're new arena champions." There's an additional cheer, and then you guys are allowed to start to depart. Amartia, your parents just immediately rush down the same stairs that Eloire came down, and they both run over and give you a big ol' hug.
I want to do something before that, though, like just leave. Just out of sheer inspiration, just grabs the 2 people that are next to his hands and raises them up in the air.
Okay, so you grab Lufir and Abyss's hands and raise them up in the air.
And I look
I
at
didn't
him,
do it.
come on.
Lufir's immediate response, "I didn't do it."
That should be his response.
Oh, and I got scared.
This isn't bad this time.
You guys,
Alright.
as I
That would be
said,
cool.
as you guys start to depart, your parents come down and give you big old hug. We knew you'd survive because you've got wings, but we're very glad that you managed to defeat such a horrible-smelling creature.
Believe me, I'm also glad.
And don't worry, we already found a new Rachacha, and they kind of scritch his neck.
I see. see. Looks pointedly to the one that's still rummaging around in my backpack.
He gave up because he knows he can't eat things.
Is he just sitting there pouting on my shoulder?
No, he's probably climbed onto your dad's shoulder and is like trying to bat at the other squirrel.
I think someone's a little jealous.
Like you see him try to he's like tries to stand inside of the other squirrel and mimic it, but you can still you can still see the little like part of him that's not quite lined up sticking out.
Don't worry, we'll bring you back. But in the meantime, I call over the next little one. I think you could use a brother.
Go ahead and make an animal handling check with advantage.
Sure. Because I can do those things. I think I still have the advantage toggle on. Yes, I do! Animal handling! Woo!
Yeah, the new squirrel just hops right on over and takes Rechicha's spot. And now Rechicha goes back to trying to swat it.
Oh, calm your
You don't
tail.
stand there, I stand there kind of way.
What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna try and beast bond it.
Okay.
You know, the one of the pack bits
Oh.
after. Because I can do that.
Yeah, it doesn't cost anything. You have to take some time, but that's fine.
That one takes only 10 minutes, it looks like. What I'm
Yeah,
reading.
I might make the time a level-based thing for resurrection
Okay.
instead of a flat 24 hours.
That's on you, mate.
Yeah, it is.
It's all
I
you.
know the version from Revised Ranger is 8 hours. I don't know if that's kind of where you were getting the idea from.
Nope.
Because that's what it sounds like. It works the same.
It was
the 24-hour thing.
it was entirely the 24-hour idea was because of the body snatcher from last campaign. His ritual takes 24 hours, and I was like, yeah, devouring another soul isn't exactly a quick process.
Yeah. That makes sense to be 24 hours, but to make a new body for a squirrel, not so sure.
Not making a new body, you're sequestering a new body.
Well, yes.
If you were making a new body, it would probably be a little more expensive and a little quicker, or a lot quicker.
Yeah, we're
Anyway,
I still have Rechicha's body. We're fine.
yeah. Anyway, you guys received your gold and you have your little flower crowns.
How much gold did
And
you
our
get?
little pins.
You guys, everybody got 20 gold on top of what you had last session.
Yay!
I already made
No.
my adjustments for spending for Rechicha as well last session. Because I figured one out. So, yay! I'll have 2 new squirrel buddies. I need to make a new name. My brain went immediately to Scrap for some reason, but that's more like Rechicha.
Well, the new squirrel will be consumed in the ritual.
Wait.
The ritual involves going and getting a new body and taking Ratchacha and shoving him into the new body.
Make friends with your temporary shell.
That's why it's not like the ranger, because the ranger summons a new body, and it's not necessarily a beast. It's technically a fae. But your old Ratchacha is a beast. A beast bound to you by magics.
It's still a beast in Revised. I can tell you that, but I see the difference now between the two.
Anyway, it'll take me just a hot second here to type out, because I didn't do this in advance, the crown that I thought of last night as the reward. I was like, I want to give them a reward for more than just gold, something that's kind of interesting. And then I thought about that while I was going to bed. I was like, yeah, that's nice.
Oh, crap. Yeah.
That'll be the thing.
Small question: what What season is was the mayor? Just out of curiosity.
If you didn't notice, he was pretty happy and cheerful. So spring.
That's my guess. So it was either going to be spring or autumn again. So
God, my character's gonna be fall full time.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you would not be a fall Eladrin. Fall Eladrin are generous, which you are not.
Yeah, she's got a point.
Yeah.
December, moody.
Oh, that's summer. Summer
Wait,
is
why are you
summer
guys
and
talking
winter
about
are
me?
very moody.
What was it, Ronnie?
Hearing some people talking about me, something about me
No.
being moody.
No, you're
No, you're not moody. Not today, at least.
Edge boy.
I have two moods: nothing and anger.
Nothing and everything.
Nothing and
Nothing.
hungry.
Nothing and breathing.
Ah.
I don't want a Rolex.
Right.
I thought
The flowers of thought. These are your guys' prizes.
Yeah, I swear you said flowers of thought.
no.
Thought.
Tosses the crown. Begone,
Ah.
thought.
No.
You know what? No, they're the flowers of Lolth now, and you guys all have poison.
Nice.
I said nothing. No.
Wait, I can use poison.
No. You are poisoned permanently.
Oh,
No. Okay. So you guys all kind of. Everybody takes a while for the arena to clear out. There's a couple of exits, but there's a lot of people.
Uh-huh.
But you guys, being as you went through the waiting room, are already immediately outside of the arena. It's relatively late in the day at this point. The arena takes place starts a little bit before dinner time, and then runs all the way until after sundown. The sun is actually only just now starting to go down, because most of the rounds went pretty quick when I did the rolling. Oddly enough. And then you guys also ended your rounds very quickly. So aside from the few hours of wait time, it's about, I don't know, comparatively like 8 or 9. It's also summertime, so.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, presumably you guys are all going to go get food and then go to bed.
Yeah.
So you all head back to your respective inns, get whatever food they're providing, and make your way to your rooms.
and then commence the jiggling.
No.
Joke.
How bad are the crowds at the lake bed? Where am I?
You and your parents get there, and it's pretty dead.
Okay, good.
However,
We can eat our food in
it
peace.
quickly starts to fill in.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh God, how does that go over when I'm in there? Still waving the crowd in the pin.
A lot of them probably immediately approach you and give you pats on the back, and a couple of them offer to buy you drinks. And it's kind of the same for the rest of you. You guys are, as you're trying to enjoy, a lot of people are coming up, and Lufia, you're busy in the kitchen, but like a lot of people approach the rest of you, and like they're giving you congratulatory, pats on the back. Some of them are asking for autographs, people who live within the town, and they're offering to buy you drinks.
I will happily accept water. I have had enough ale. I don't want it.
Water is provided.
Sure, I'll take a drink.
There was definitely juice, but yeah, water.
Oh, there was also juice. Yeah.
Yeah, you were served
Water,
juice the previous
fine.
day.
That's right. I forgot.
I'll cook you.
Gruna does join you, and your parents have already headed up to the room because they ate during the arena. But Gruna does come and sit next to you, kind of clinks glasses with you for a sec. Congratulations.
Likewise.
You see that he's still just covered in cuts and bruises. I mean, he looks beat to hell.
You alright? You still don't look that good.
Kind of chugs his ale. Give it a night's rest, I'll be fine.
Okay. Cool.
You see, now that you're actually bothering to look at him, like his arms and such, where he's all wounded, you see that there's tons of scars.
Well, they did mention he's been the champion before, so I guess I shouldn't be shocked. How often have you done this? Like how many times have you done this?
Let's see. They have the arena 4 times a year. And I've been doing it for probably about 6 years now.
So a lot is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I think that's, 20, 28, somewhere around there.
24.
Right.
24.
Math.
Hey. Math, yeah. I only know it because of parents. Have to
I know
count
it
things
because of
a lot.
payment.
That was a good one. That's a good reason to know math. It's a very good reason to know math.
Oh, and sorry about your squirrel.
It's fine. Does he notice that I have a...
Your other squirrel went back to the room with your dad, because your dad is the one who tamed it.
Right. It's fine. It's actually not the first time.
Oh, so
Thankfully,
you've had
there's
other
this-
pets, okay. Do you always make them fight?
That's complicated. Hard to explain.
I mean, rangers usually have, like, their bears and their tigers and such.
Yeah. Well, it's, my shtick is squirrels. I don't know. They seem to respond better to me. Maybe it's because I'm always collecting little berries and nuts all over the place.
Maybe. Well,
But
chugs another fucking ale. Either way, congratulations, and I'm going to bed.
probably a good idea. Probably a very good idea.
Who's watching TV really loud?
I have no idea. I just know that my child is trying to eat my shoulder.
I have a feeling.
Ronnie, is Eldry watching something? Because I can hear the TV.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go put Illy to bed.
Okay. Meanwhile, Abyss, Valeria, and Lorelei, you guys are all in the open door. Fear has headed back into the kitchen, and you guys are all probably sitting at the same table just for convenience sake.
Yeah.
People are buying you guys drinks left and right. A number of people are like trying to shove their way into your table. Like, people are competing for the benches.
Okay. I'm back.
Welcome back. At this point, it's kind of like they're asking you about you in particular, Abyss. They're asking about where you're from, what kind of stuff you do, if you're one of those hunter type peoples.
It's a bit hard, but I from around or this town, country, more or less, even from a different one.
You're from outside of Erwin. They're all like leaning onto the table like it's gossip hour and all that. There's quite a few like older teen boys who are at the table and just kind of like looking at you like puppy dog eyes.
Oh no!
All three of you, Abyss, Lorelei, and Valeria. And then the questions turn to the next person, Lorelei. What about you? Where are you from?
Yes, quite. Where am I from? Indeed, yes.
All right.
No,
Had a bit of a stroke.
Lorelei just goes about, oh, I'm from the mountains and his mountains and all the crazy explosions all the time and everything like that. The wondrous places.
You're from
Blah,
the
blah, blah.
Vetrith Mountains.
Yes.
You're a crazy person.
You're a crazy person, how dare you?
A bunch of people come over and start like buying you wine as consolation and like scolding at the person that calls you crazy for living in the Vitric Mountains, which is crazy.
You're crazy.
People living inside of a wild magic zone is an odd thing.
I didn't get one.
Here.
And then Valeria, the same questions come towards you. Where are you from, miss?
Honestly, I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
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 Eventually, you guys finish your meals, have as many drinks as you'd like to from adoring fans asking you multitudes of questions, but you all find your way to a night's rest. During your night's rest, each and every one of you has a relatively the same dream. As you are all lying in bed, closing your eyes and waiting to fall asleep, we will start in alphabetical order with Abyss. So, Abyss, as you are closing your eyes, just kind of closing and opening and waiting for your sleep to finally take you, your eyes close and they open again and again close a little bit longer, and then your eyes open. But your room is darker than you remember. You sit up and look around. It looks roughly like the same room, but you look out the window. It's snowing outside. Kind of put your hand up to the glass for a second, and it's cold to the touch. It was the middle of summer last you checked. Why is there snow?
Snow's in this area.
There's a moment where you're just kind of watching the snow fall, and then all of a sudden your eyes open and you look around and you're in your room and you look out the window and there's no snow. It was a dream.
Oh.
Why would you dream about snow?
You sounded so judgmental.
I agree. That was just like, wow.
Or were you dreaming of snow? What the heck?
Next, Amartia.
I don't know. Yes.
As you're trying to fall asleep, the spirit of Rachacha just laying on the bed next to you, and the new squirrel resting on the small pillow that your mother makes to help tame squirrels to replace Rachacha when he dies. Random accidents. Same thing. Your eyes close and then they open, and you see Rachacha, and then they close and they open, and there's no Rachacha. You look around the room. It's the same room that you were just in, but your parents aren't there either. And neither is the little squirrel on his pillow.
I go to the window to take a look at maybe what time it is.
Okay, you look out the window and it looks like twilight. And just your room doesn't face the lake, but you see the lake. And in fact, as you pay closer attention looking around, you see nothing but the lake out your window.
Okay. I try to step out of the room.
You go towards the door and try the door, and as soon as you open it, you sit up and your eyes are open. And there's Ratacha and there's your parents.
What the fuck? No, forget it. Punch his pillow to like fluff it up again. Face. Nope. Sleep.
Okay, you go back to sleep. Lorelai,
Yep.
Go for it.
as you set your head down and as your mother has trained you, given that you've grown in a wild magic area, you have to kind of tune out a lot of the world. So you close your eyes, and then you open your eyes. You're not used to opening your eyes. You've been trained not to open your eyes, in fact. Start looking around the room, and everything looks relatively the same. Shadows. So many more shadows in this room than you remember.
Boogeyman. Ah!
And you watch as the shadows start to coalesce together and form into like an elven lady's form. Just lithe and just got the pointed ears. Pretty sure it's an elf. She's got a huge grin that forms by the separation of the shadows, revealing the wall behind them. Just a huge grin on her face, and then gone.
Okay, I thought you were going to talk about huge tracts of land.
No. there's just a breeze, and it's gone. The whole dream.
Okay, do I go back to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm chalking it up to wild magic and ignoring it.
Okay.
Smart idea.
Lufir,
Yes.
you are finished in the kitchen and go up to your room and collapse and just immediately out like you usually do. And as you're sleeping, you didn't hear this when you were awake, but your eyes open and suddenly there's song in the air and people are making merry.
Do I look around me?
You're in your room.
I just kind of go. Is there a window I can look out of?
There's a small window.
You take a look out of it.
Okay, you look out the small window, and sure enough, there's people out dancing and singing in the streets, but there's no street lights. It's just moonlight. People are out dancing in the moon.
Late night celebration. I go to open the door.
You go to open the door, and suddenly you fall off the bed.
No more late night meets.
Crawl yourself back into bed, quiet once more, and head back to sleep. And lastly, Valeria. As you close your eyes and head off to sleep, you suddenly open your eyes, and this is not the room you were just in.
Okay.
You look around at this giant, vast library.
Am I already standing?
You feel like you didn't stand up, but you look down and sure enough, you're standing. You look around and there's art all over the place. There's symbols and glyphs, and there's just books and scrolls.
I start walking about.
Okay, you start to walk between the aisles of these books, glancing towards them, and a lot of these have script you can't understand. You don't know you're not even sure if this is a language. Everything in here is foreign.
All right. Is there? I look for a center of the room.
Okay, you head towards what appears to be the center of the room. In the center, there's a singular desk.
I go towards the desk and just to look about more.
Okay, so there's nothing on the desk save for a single piece of parchment, a quill, and an ink pot.
I flip the piece of paper over and see if there's anything on the backside of it.
Okay, you flip the paper over and there's a strange glyph on the other side and suddenly a bright light. And you shoot up in your bed and you're back in your room.
I look around my room and look for if there's a desk in my room, look for a piece of paper on it.
Unless you have paper on you, there is no paper in here.
I get up and just walk outside for a minute and take a breath.
Okay, you walk out of your room and it's pretty quiet. It's later in the night and a lot of people are asleep because there's the last day of the festival coming tomorrow.
I just take a breath and then head back to bed.
All right. So, with your strangely interrupted, at least in the beginning, sleep, you guys all get a long rest, recover your spell slots, your hit points, all that fun stuff.
Yay!
Miss my music. Yeah, I can hear your music. I know I miss it. All right, so.
The music.
The music. Can you hear my music?
Things to me.
Well, that happened last night.
Okay.
Anyway, you guys all enjoy your breakfasts. Amartia,
Okay.
Lorelei, and Lufier, you guys all head to your respective stands, I'm assuming.
Yes.
You have been informed that all stands are to be closed by lunchtime
Oh,
because
okay.
the display will be occurring in the afternoon.
All right.
Makes sense.
And this isn't news to any of you, as you've all... Well, this is news to Amartia, because this is her first festival. But to the rest of you, this isn't news.
I mean, I'm assuming my parents would tell me it's
Yeah.
for
That's
all
rewarding.
reasons.
So the three of you head to your stalls. Go ahead and make charisma checks for me.
God,
Do I get mine with advantage?
Nope.
Because I have Squirrel. No?
No. Your father is also missing.
Jesus, merciful Christ! Almost got
My
a fuck.
squirrel is missing and my father's missing?
Your father and the squirrel are back in your room performing the ritual, which means
Gotcha.
Rachacha is also not with you.
Gotcha. So, charisma. Okay.
Your father is capable of performing your ritual, as your father is the one who formed the bond in the first place. Okay. So, Lorelei, all told, for the entirety of the festival, for the money you've been raising, 225 gold pieces.
Yay!
Most of it is, like, gold, but there's also a whole bunch of silver that just adds up into the total of 225. Lufier business is pretty good, especially since you're now an arena champion and you're probably proudly wearing your badge.
Yes.
You and your pride.
And Amartia, there's tons of people coming by the stand just to congratulate you.
Uh-huh. And just is like, oh, cool, thanks. Would you like to buy tinctures? You know,
By
remedy?
the time lunchtime rolls around, your parents have sold out of their stock.
Oh, good.
Between how well you did the first 2 days, they've sold out of stock. So
And,
your mother locks up all the drawers, all basically empty, takes the few items that are still left and tucks them away.
Well, that was eventful.
Yes, but later on, the display in the lake was the main event for the day, so let's go ahead and have ourselves some lunch, and we'll meet up with your father. He'll probably take a break from the ritual to watch the show.
Probably, I would assume. I need to get that squirrel armor somehow. Way.
I
That
don't
needs to
know
stop
if they make armor that small.
You know, I know someone who I might be able to ask. I think.
Well, we'll
Maybe.
certainly ask them then. Meanwhile, Abyss, you wake up in the morning a little sore, but otherwise pretty good. What are you doing with your day?
The final day. I'm
This
gonna
is
see if
the-
I can finally take out Guana.
Okay. I will remind you, you watched him take out 2 bugbears on his own yesterday.
Yes.
Yes, you watched him take out 2 bugbears alone.
Mm-hmm.
You've lived with bugbears. You know that they're dangerous. Do you still want to go after him alone?
Be not alone.
Okay, so are you going to start
Choice.
looking for the others then?
Yeah.
I think she's gonna take the boy.
Well,
Boy.
there is no boy.
Aw.
Who do you go searching for first?
I'm searching for like the other two of their Trixa first.
What?
Which others are you talking about? There's 2 sort of others.
Trick cell.
All the names are very prominently displayed in the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
The other
Oh,
tieflings.
tiefling.
Okay.
Oh
There are 3 tieflings.
no, teammates.
Teammate. Okay, which teammate? I asked you who you were going to find first.
Oh, find
Yeah.
Valeria.
Great. So you head off to try and find Valeria. Meanwhile, Valeria, you've just woken up. What are you doing?
I'm headed out to look for maybe clues about the dream while also searching for John.
Okay. Pick one.
John's more important.
Great. So you probably start making your way towards the Temple Street. Abyss does eventually find you as you guys are crossing through different parts of town. So you guys bump into each other.
Hey. Yeah, awkward.
Oh, hello.
Speaking of finally trying to take Bruna out since it's the final day, but 2 bugbears alone, so I might need some help.
I see. Well, I'm also searching for contract since this is the last day. Maybe you could get help from the others. Or you could help me and I can help you.
You would know, as a note, Valeria, your contact lives here. John lives in Ardwall. So you're not on a time limit.
Oh, well. I need something to hide my face. Alright, I'll help you, but I need to go to a clothing store.
Why exactly?
Well, Gruna knows me, so I'd prefer to hide my face from him when he dies.
Don't ever ask him again. Please don't, Mardia.
That is the best morally gray thing you've said so far, Shreds. I don't want to look at him when he dies.
No, it's I don't want to. I don't want him to recognize me when he dies.
Yeah, basically.
Anyway, so the 2 of you make your way towards the market district to procure costumes.
Well,
Disguises.
Yeah.
not different clothing.
Yeah,
Let's
if
say.
you want a different clothes and a mask, that would be a costume.
Well, don't they have
Um,
cloth? Like, okay.
Should we possibly ask the others?
Well, that is up to you.
I'll try to ask the others. They should be around here in the.
In the stalls.
All right, well. Proceed.
Okay, so
First, go to Lufier since he's kind of
the easiest to find for sure. You see, Lufier is currently working his stall alone.
Hi, Lufier. A
There's
test. I need some help.
currently no one at Lufier's stall.
Oh.
Most of the people who have come by have placed orders to be picked up at lunch. But otherwise, there's not a whole lot of people. Most of them are either going to be waiting for lunchtime, the lunch rush, the worst of the lunch rushes ever, Lufier.
I can handle it.
Or they placed an order for something to be delivered to the open door. Because the last day is when you typically get orders for like large amounts of food to be delivered over the next like week from your restaurant. So as you're sitting there working, getting these orders made, getting like your smokers are full to capacity and you've got multiple sauces on the stove. And Abyss and Valeria approach.
Hi, Lufier. I need some help.
Hello, what can I do for you?
Take down Gruana.
Oh.
Keep adding an extra A in there.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
Gruna. Grana.
Guru.
Yes, Gruana.
Gruna.
Gruna. Gruna.
I don't know how to respond to that, honestly. What do you mean take him down?
Well, I'm sure you actually know exactly what.
I have an inkling, but for argument's sake, tell me.
She means kill.
Yes, I sure went with my first impression. Explain to me how you plan to do this.
Oh, we're trying to have it done discreetly so nobody would notice.
I I assume that. However, what's your backup plan?
She hasn't even told me that.
I don't think she even thought of that.
Oh, great. I assume you're doing this now, or are you going to wait till later?
When would someone most likely be alone in the time?
Well, lunch is going to be lunchtime, and it's going to get really busy. I don't think it's going to be a good time then, but I could be wrong.
We could try at lunchtime.
You know what? Sure, why not? What the hell?
The most famous stall is going to close for lunch.
This is gonna go so bad. So bad.
Is there any way you could wait till after lunch? I really have
Possibly,
to make
yes.
I really have to make this money.
As a reminder, Abyss, he does take an hour-long nap after lunch.
If he takes an hour-long nap after lunch, we could kill him silently like that.
I think that's much better.
Okay.
I'm very, 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 very much seeing Lufier as not a good aligned character.
Well, not now.
Just because I'm part of something doesn't mean I have to have my hands dirty.
That's exactly what this means.
That's exactly
That's exactly how this goes down.
like scared as to what's gonna happen if you Ardia.
We'll see what happens.
Oh fuck me. Oh fuck me.
And I will go to Amardia.
Oh fuck me.
Well, Amardia would be the next closest, so
Yes,
she's
I know.
not
but-
hard to find.
Can I, as we approach her stall, if I see her, can I just kind of like look at her with my eyes and be like, trouble?
What else are you gonna look at her with? Your feet?
Maybe.
Yes. Yes.
I'll stomp,
Exactly.
I'll stomp with SOS.
Okay, so you mouth out SOS as you guys approach.
Heavy, heavy, heavy sigh.
So,
What you do now?
Oh, he didn't do anything. This is all her.
Hi guys. At what point would this be, by the way? Have we already closed the stall?
No, this would be earlier.
Okay,
This
cool.
would be pretty early in the day, actually.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm
if
just
the
double
parents
checking.
around.
Her mom is here.
Hi guys. Looking to get any tinctures?
we need some help.
Quite possibly. Do you mind if we pull you aside for a quick second?
Yeah, Mom.
That's fine. Go
We need-
ahead.
Okay, I'll be back. Quick as a
Promise
blink.
we'll have her back in a jiff.
Yeah.
Back in a spiff.
Back in a sec.
Well, I said
Um,
jiff, but alright.
I'll
I said spiff.
follow them.
Okay, they lead you a little ways away.
And then I look to the fair. What did you do now?
Nothing. We need to do
absolutely-
something
It was
later.
not him this time. It's quite, well, her.
Okay.
Take down Gruena.
But why?
That's
He-
what I said.
I mean, why?
I mean, why?
Let's just say she has a contract with someone.
She actually told you the real reason.
Yeah.
I don't know it.
She told me the real reason.
Yes, she
So-
told
I'm-
Valeria the real reason.
Let's say,
the contract is her own personal.
Do you remember the reason?
No, I do.
Okay.
I don't want to go spurting her backstory, though.
I mean, fair. Just still, Marty is looking at her like, I'm waiting for a good answer. Because in her mind, Gruna is a good person.
I thought I
It's
just told
actually helped her
Amardia.
out.
Did you?
Huh?
I
No?
just told Amardia that he killed my parents.
We didn't hear that.
I just...
Now we did.
Now we did. I am in a very awkward spot. I will, are you sure it was Gruna? Are you sure it was him? Maybe it was somebody else. Because he seems like a decent enough guy. You know,
It was him.
It was him.
I can't. No, I'm not, no. I mean,
Listen, it's fine. Honestly.
Kay, you guys aren't serious, right?
Yes.
I
Well,
mean,
I don't really want her blood on my hands, so. Yeah.
But one, you're just saying to kill another person. I mean, I get maybe decent reason, but doesn't that make you no better than he is then? Like, why not just go to the police or the guard about it?
Before that
Get him
also
locked
killed
up
my
for it.
family. So it's no different than killing the other guy.
Actually, it kind of is. Because then you become a monster too.
From killing the first one.
Ew, I think my mom's having stall. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Zoom.
Okay, so Marcia retreats back to the safety of her mom.
I had a feeling that wasn't going to go well.
I look at the group. Ah, that went well.
Well, for her, yes.
You
I'm going to
think
go-
it went well. Now
going-
he knows there's a plot to murder and
I'm
does
going to
not
go-
know what to do with it.
I'm going to go back to my stall now. Come back when you're ready to do this, I guess.
And
Do you
then,
need us?
are you guys going to Lorelei?
Am I the only morally not ambiguous person here?
Perhaps.
Probably.
Fuck. Great.
Wait, you don't know what I am, do you?
No, she doesn't.
No, I mean you.
Oh, me? Out of character? Yes. In
Okay.
character, no.
Okay.
I know absolutely nothing in character. That's why I said, am I really the only morally ambiguous character here? Because I know Lorelei's just plain evil. Luthier is Luthier.
Fear got
Left
demoted.
an idiot.
Luthier got demoted, yeah.
In my mindset, if he did kill her parents, it makes him a bad person, and it's okay to kill bad people.
Yeah, see, Marty has a different thought on that point of like, it makes you no better than the bad person. So you're just fucking yourself over.
It's not a... Alright, anyway.
Anyways, moving on.
Go ahead.
I already asked you guys, are you heading to Lorelei now?
Yes.
They are, yes. I'm going back to my stand.
Okay, so you approach Lorelei and she's making a few sales and you have to wait a moment. Oh yes, hello.
Hello, we need your help.
With...
It's to kill Gruana.
I don't know when this comes.
I mean, he's said his character would be down for it,
Yeah.
but
That's true.
knowing him, how much?
I mean, how much?
Typically, when you want someone killed, you pay, yes?
Nobody else really asked for payment.
Get dibs
I don't know what
on
to
his
do.
pockets.
Stuff in his pocket.
What?
And take the stuff from his pockets.
She can? Okay. Well, if you need someone to seduce him, I'm all for it.
Well, I know he sleeps about an hour after lunch, so we're thinking of striking then.
Well, I'll see
We
you at
can
lunch
use the
then.
seduction- We can use the seduction as a backup if that goes wrong.
I will say, come find me at lunch, and we'll
Okay.
go. So, Ves and Valeria, you can go procure costume or change of clothes or whatever if you want.
Well, I am.
Okay. You just buying a set of clothes, or are you gonna get a mask
A set of clothes and mask.
and a mask? Okay. You just want like a cloth mask.
Yeah.
Okay, he'll still see your horns and your red skin.
How about a hood?
Yeah, hoods don't really cover tiefling horns very well. You'll have to
I
get like
will-
a huge hood.
I will do huge hood.
Okay, so you get yourself a large cloak with a big old hood. A big fuck off hood.
This, this doesn't really cover my eyes too much, does it?
I mean, your whole face is just covered in shadow.
Shadow is fine.
But
I think he meant I'm not blind, right?
nobody's blind.
I meant from the hood is what I was
Yeah, from the cloak
No,
or hood.
it's not going to cover your eyes. In fact, it only just barely gets to your forehead after going over your horns.
It's fine.
You're getting an entire set of clothes, right?
Yeah.
All right, a full set of clothes will run you 5 silver.
Okay.
They're not as good as the traveling clothes you're currently wearing. They're just like a commoner's outfit and a robe, but it's doable. It's a change.
I don't put these on now, of course.
Cool. So, while Abyss and Valeria are plotting death, the Amardia and Lufir, gonna do anything? Or you're just gonna work the stands.
I kind of work the stands.
She's also working the stands, but she's trying to figure out what the fuck do I do? What the fuck do I do? And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck do I do with this information.
Then I have to work for my bail money.
She's. When do they sell out of the money and actually get to close the stand?
Like an hour
Like
before
how much
lunch,
before
maybe.
lunch? An hour before lunch?
Yeah.
Okay. With that, once they close up the stand and get it taken down, she'll just ask her mom, "Hey, do you mind if I just explore a little bit more? Enjoy the last dregs of the festival before the display?"
All right, just make sure you find us before the display.
Will do. Of course. I'll be careful, Mom.
Oh, and here's a gold piece. Go get yourself something nice for lunch. Although, honestly, they might just treat you to it anyway.
That is possible. That is very possible. Thanks, Mom. Anyways, though. And then she'll go off.
Okay.
I'm going to...
You have a lot of information.
I
What
do.
you will.
I do. Please don't be mad at me. I want to go find a guard.
Not hard to do.
I figured.
Okay, so you approach the guard.
She's gonna look very nervous and like very, just like excuse me.
Yes.
Okay, this may sound stupid, and it might not come to anything, but I kind of I was just walking past a group to go find some lunch, and I heard something about a possible assassination attempt on a friend of mine.
All right. Well, you'll have to come with me then.
Oh, okay.
And it starts to lead you towards the familiar area. You eventually arrive at the guardhouse.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go grab some paperwork, tell the woman at the desk what you told me, and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay.
And he heads off into a side room, and there's a female human standing at the desk.
Hello. Um, I was just passing through the festival, kind of looking for something to eat for lunch, and I overheard a conversation, and I think someone's plotting to kill a friend of mine.
All right, dearie. I need the name of the person that they said, and I'll also need the description of the people that said it.
I didn't get a good look at them, unfortunately. I just kind of heard snatches of the conversation, but when I looked around, I couldn't tell where exactly the conversation was. But I did hear it was Gruna's name that was mentioned.
Well, certainly wouldn't be the first person. Well, I'll be sure to have the guards on standby to arrest Gruna once again.
Again?
Oh, he's killed hundreds of people.
Oh.
Yes, part of his job is occasionally to go hunting, and whenever he kills the assassins, he never accomplishes to get a guard involved, so unfortunately we have to keep arresting him.
Oh! Okay. I guess. Okay, thank you.
Hopefully this will be the last group of assassins. We've gone 2 years without one.
That makes me think of that meme of it's been 0 days since the last raptor attack.
She goes over to a board. It's been 2 years since Gruna had an assassination attempt and erases it.
Okay. Can I go now?
Once the guard returns with the forms, he'll need you to sign as a witness.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. I'll sit here in the corner then.
He arrives like not even a minute later, and all right.
Okay.
I just need you to sign this one, and I've written down your statement, and you'll need to sign that one as well.
Perfect. I'll do that. Signs very messily because teenager. They do not sign very well. At least I did not.
Right. All right. Well, thank you for your information, champion, and I'm sure he'll be fine, and I'm sure he'll enjoy his stay again.
Yeah, I've heard. Thank you. Have a nice day. Enjoy the festival. Squirrels away, squirrels away, squirrels away.
You squirrel away from the guard's post.
That went well.
I'm sure you're probably exceedingly confused about whether or not you just did the right thing.
Oh no, she's very, very concerned. It's like, well, I think I did the right thing. I don't know if I did the right thing.
You're feeling an emotion. You don't know what it is, but it's an emotion.
I'm just glad someone didn't make me do a deception check.
No, you're an arena champion.
Aww.
They have every reason to believe me. Awesome.
This is the first time you've ever made a report of any kind, so yeah, of course they have every reason to believe you currently.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything that was outlandish either, because Gruna this has happened before, as I said, so...
Yeah, the key to lying, be very direct. Don't go into too much detail, just, non-committal. Oh, yeah. Plausible deniability. I couldn't see who it was. I just happened to hear it and was like,
It also helps that you're still a kid, so...
Yeah, very much. They like to believe I'm still innocent despite my devilish looks. I hope, maybe. Anyways,
Devil.
I'm gonna go find lunch.
Okay. So lunchtime rolls around and the line starts to form at your stand, Lufier, and you set up the closed sign, and there's just, oh,
I am sorry. It's a lot of food, a lot of cooking. I am exhausted, I am hungry, and I need a break. But I'll be back open whenever this opens up again. And you can come put your orders down then.
but I had an order for lunchtime.
What was your order?
They kind of push their way up towards the front. He hands you a small receipt.
Oh. Can I grab this food real quick?
Yeah,
I grab that.
hand it to him.
There you go.
But the rest of the crowd starts to like begrudgingly disperse.
I need to hire more people. Go do the background check this time.
Yeah, it probably would have been smart the first time.
Maybe, just perhaps.
So, Abyss and Valeria, it's right around lunchtime at this point. You see that Lufier has closed down his stand. Lorelei also closes her stand and comes over to meet with you.
Okay. He's usually around the
There's a small park between 4 houses.
small park between the 4 houses. After eating lunch, he usually sleeps for an hour.
Now let me ask, are you sure you want to do this?
Yes.
I can't stop you, but
If you get caught, I'm denying everything.
Standard practice in you guys' guild.
Okay.
how are we going to deny
Just
something
reminding
you caught at
you.
the scene of the crime?
Just say she was coerced.
Martia, are you just gonna go get lunch?
I'm just gonna go get lunch and avoid them.
Okay.
I'm going to try and stay as stealthy as possible.
I'm not part of this shindig. I've done my part to ruin it.
Okay, so Martia goes and gets lunch.
Yep.
By now, I've already
Very
gone to the inn, and well, before we met up, I've already gone to the inn and
Changed.
changed, and then
Okay.
snuck out.
Alright. So if you guys want to remain stealthy on this, I'm going to need stealth checks from all of you who are participating, and I'll roll for Lorelei.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, the bad part
Cannot
is
catch a break, can you?
I'm proficient in stealth.
Yeah,
Sad
that's why it was a
part.
+6.
I
Okay,
have an 18
so you're
dexterity.
trying to keep yourselves as hidden as possible while you head towards the place Abyss is leading you towards. Lufier ends up tripping in the middle of the street.
I'm okay. I got this.
A bunch of people crowd around and like help you up, and there's a crowd of fans basically.
Go on. I'll catch up.
Abyss, you get a couple of looks as well, but they don't seem to notice Lorelei or Valeria.
Ninjas.
Ninja.
I try my best.
Eventually, 4 of you arrive. Oops, I gotta pop that out. 4 of you arrive at the small little corner that, the small little park where Grona takes his naps.
Grona.
You see that he should have recovered from his wounds from the previous day, but he's still covered in blood and still got pretty nasty amount of bruises on him.
What kind of area would this be like? Just like a plain park?
I
Kinda
do
thing?
have a question
This is just a
about
park.
this.
Okay.
It's between 4 houses, and there's a garden and a tree and a couple of benches, but I only put down the one.
I have a question.
Yes.
Which way is he facing?
He's facing towards the tree.
All right, which way are we coming from?
You guys would be approaching from here.
Okay.
Anyway, if you would all please roll for initiative.
Right off the bat, huh? You gotta find me.
I didn't see my token.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta spawn them.
Gotcha. It just gave me a warning.
I hate that warning.
So, the
Thank
4
you,
of you
Jesus.
arrive. He's already hunched over and asleep, having finished his lunch.
Oh boy.
Is Ronnie back?
And or just use the
I
20.
don't know.
Roll again. I don't think I rolled for him.
I'm pretty sure he rolled for himself.
He did.
This is
Pretty sure you're
Guys, he's
correct.
back. Well,
Click
There
on
we go.
click on your token. There you go. Still missing Valeria.
I know.
There we go.
Ah,
So he's
hello.
currently asleep. There's not really anybody else around currently. However, I do need a new round of stealth checks from all of you.
Please be good. Please be good.
that's what I'm saying. Well,
Yeah, it's better. Perfect? No, better, yes.
oh, he's gone.
Who's gone?
Ronnie.
Oh.
I had a temporary issue with my browser, so I couldn't jump right in.
Poor kitty.
All right, roll your stealth.
Starting to sense my plan failed. Or is going to go very well and very badly at the same time.
Hey, I'm did awesome. Natural 1.
Okay. So you guys can all plan an action while he's asleep. This is sort of an ambush round, but he's essentially considered surprised.
Okay.
Also, he's incapacitated
How's he incapacitated?
because he's asleep.
He's asleep.
Reg, he is asleep. Find him and stab out his eyes so he won't be able to see us.
Brutal, okay.
Wait, okay, hold on. So who's doing this action?
She immediately pulls out her weapon and gets in position behind.
Oh boy. There goes what I was gonna do.
If we blind him, we can slit his throat.
So
are, we,
Try
You
to
guys
cover
get
his mouth
one
so he won't
action.
much.
are we doing this in turn order?
You
Like
guys get
initial
one
order?
action,
Okay.
and if you move, your stealth checks take effect.
I can't use my what's it called thing? What else ability to try and blend in?
No, there's not enough foliage.
Strongest.
I'm gonna pop my crimson right.
Okay, slice the back of your neck, reducing your maximum hit points.
By 2, and I take 2 points of damage. Oh,
Wait, I would have regained all my health.
yes. You would have.
Yes, you would have.
There we go.
I guess since your weapon's a whip, you probably just whip yourself super quick to activate
Well, I'm
your thing.
assuming it's got like a point on it.
Ooh.
Just slice it.
Don't forget to take down your current health. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so you activate your right. Valeria and Lorelei, what are you guys doing? As you get one action before this kicks off.
Moving isn't an action, is it?
No.
Okay. Lorelai, what are you doing?
Literally not sure what I should do.
I'm
I
going.
can either incapacitate him with laughter, damage. Those are my two options. Or I can insult him.
A dagger? I bought a dagger. I bought a dagger.
No, you have a short bow.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I thought
Okay,
I
I
bought
guess
a
I'll
dagger.
throw my dagger at him. F it.
Great.
Oh, no. Hold on. I could borrow your dagger and stab him in the throat.
Well, it would be as effective if it says him doing it, because you
Okay,
don't
fair
have
enough.
sneak attack yet.
Yeah, I was gonna try and move up, but you said if I move, the stealth.
Wait, no,
kicks.
you do have sneak
I do
attack.
have sneak
You
attack.
have
I
an
was gonna
extra
be like, yeah, I'm pretty
D6.
sure he has sneak attack.
You have 1 extra D6, but you also again have a short bow.
Uh-huh.
So are you gonna borrow Lorelei's dagger and do less damage than a short bow?
Well, I'll use my short bow then.
Okay.
I'll be aiming for his throat.
Luffy, are you gonna get any closer, or are you staying there?
If I can move without triggering him, yeah, I'll get closer.
I don't know. It depends on how he tips.
Wait, hold on. Can I go under the tree?
Okay, you
Like-
step forward and go under the tree, and you step on a twig.
Okay. I was asking if I could.
Well, you moved, so it's permanent now. His eyes open. You guys get your attacks.
Ha! This is
The
going
eyes.
to hurt you a lot more than it's going to hit.
Okay.
I'm alive. I
You
hit
guys
myself.
attacks are made at advantage because he's still, or no,
Fuck.
you woke him
Okay.
up, so it's not advantage. Because he was expecting an attack. The guards tipped him off. None of those attacks hit. So you guys shoot towards him, and his what armor is he wearing?
Wow, really, none of them do hit. Freaking terrible.
I'm gonna die.
I don't. Okay, he's not wearing armor, but he has an AC of 18. Thanks, Roll20. Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're good. So yeah, it just grazes off of him, and he dodges out of the way of most everything. You guys missed your attacks. He draws out his warhammer and his shield and clangs his warhammer. Now we are in turn order.
Hello.
Guys.
Damn it, Lorelai.
I didn't do shit.
Valeria was the one who woke him up.
That was me.
Valeria.
I didn't think I was that far under the tree for a twig to be there.
That's gonna be great.
Or a
Well,
small
Guys,
It's been a
seed.
nice campaign,
and
guys.
I'm not there.
Okay, Luffy.
I didn't know what turnovers. My bad. I already used a bonus action, or can I use one more?
It's no longer that same
Okay.
round.
I'm gonna blast him with my curse
Okay.
and crack a whip and at him again.
So he's now cursed with your return blow thing. That hits. For 8 damage, okay.
And then I can move. So I'm gonna move this way.
He watches the whip cracks into his skin with a small little spark.
I must have been running out the batteries.
This is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna try to stab him.
In the back.
No, unfortunately, he dodges out of the way of it.
Dang.
You do
Yeah,
have an
we're
action
screwed.
surge if you want to use it.
I-
Because it's been a long rest, so you get it back.
Woo. Damn
Nope. It's going great, guys. Lorelai.
Please don't end the campaign like we did the last one.
I'm going to use. I'm just going to use Uh, I'm trying to think like what's a good insult. Hey, Tweedledee. Line.
Hey,
I'm gonna say
Tweedledee,
the
I.
words. It's followed by a string of
Ineffective.
curse words. Oh, for God's sake!
Wisdom save. Fails, takes the 2 damage. Just smirks at you. It's now his turn. He is going to rage.
Fucking hell.
So you watch he clanks his shield and his warhammer together again and just lets out a roar. And then he is going to swing towards you, Abyss. With his Morning Star.
Oh.
It's 26 to hit, definitely hits. You take 15 damage as he smashes into you full force with his Morning Star. Oh,
Ow.
sorry. 14 damage. There's an extra 1 in there from somewhere.
Ooh, okay. I only lost 14. Okay.
I thought you were gonna arrest him, not just tip him off.
He doesn't need it. Yeah, they told you he's killed over 100 people.
I know, but they said, she said arrest.
Yeah. Their guards have been informed that this is going to occur at some point. That
boy.
brings us to Valeria.
I'm gonna take another shot.
Okay. 19 hits. For 7, rounded down to 3.
Dang.
Because he is raging.
Ah, fair. I'm going to step back.
Okay. The fear.
Crack of the. Oh, I gotta get closer for that. Crack of the whip. I think. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Closer.
10 feet.
Oh, I hate being this close. I don't want to be this close to him.
Okay, you crack your whip. The natural 20.
What?
Okay, so that's 4, 9, 10. Rounded down to 5.
Yeah, listen, 5. Still
Because he's also resistant to lightning.
Oh, is he Storm Herald?
Nope. He is Totem of the Bear. You guys see that there is a small, like, totem around his neck. In the image of a
good.
bear.
So
Great.
the only thing that's gonna work is Vicious Mockery. Awesome.
Abyss. It's your turn.
You got us
He's
into
shrugging
this.
off all sorts of stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna try to use my rapier again.
At 11, unfortunately, he just dodges right out of the way of it.
My bonus action will be using Second Wind.
Okay, so D10 plus 2. So you regain 4 hit points. Lorelei.
I really haven't the slightest idea what to do.
Oh, it's
Okay.
fine. We don't either.
This one.
Just sitting here with popcorn.
Dissonant Whispers.
Oh crap! Am I even close enough?
60 feet,
60
yeah. This map isn't even large enough for you to be 60 feet away, I don't think. It's not.
Barely. Barely.
Okay, so it's a wisdom save. He fails and takes the full 14 psychic damage.
It has another effect. Hold on. To the chat, but it won't let me.
Dissonant Whispers. It must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far away as speed allows from you.
I don't know if that's helpful, unless you guys want to run away.
I just saved him from. I just saved Nemia's ass from striking her again.
This is true.
Nemia, you get an attack of opportunity as he willingly runs away from you.
No.
And unfortunately, Luffy, you do not, because you were not close enough, and it doesn't hit.
I should have stayed where I was.
Okay, that's the end of Lorelai's turn. Gruna's turn. He's just gonna run right back up to this.
What?
23 definitely hits, and Abyss is unconscious. Valeria.
Yes.
Oh, real quick, roll your sneak attack, because you should have done that last time.
Oh shit.
Done.
How should I just roll 1d6?
Yeah, and click the toggle. Or no, don't click the toggle, because this time you don't get sneak attack. Because now she's unconscious. Okay, that's an extra 1 damage. Alright.
Alright. Let me see here. Going to get a little closer, like I did last time. And then fire.
That hits for 3 damage.
Then I back off this way, kind of. How large is the trunk?
I mean, it's just large enough for you to hide behind, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna go off this way, but stealthy.
Okay. You feel pretty hidden. Luffy. He looks very injured.
Yeah, but that's a big weapon. I'm not.
That's a big man.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't manage to hit.
Gonna move back here.
At initiative count 20, Abyss, I need a death save. Okay, that's 1 success. You always now start to hear the sound of incoming guards. Lorelai.
A string of curse words.
String of
Young
curse
people
words.
use curse words. Oh, for God's sake.
He doesn't take any damage because he makes the save.
I just realized I should have healed Nemia. Too late.
Yeah, too late.
It's now Gruna's turn.
I was gonna say you got a bonus action, but okay.
Yeah, you could still Healing Word.
Can I?
It's a bonus action, not a main action.
Perfect, then I will healing word Nemia.
Okay, that's
Thank you.
Both of your spell slots are now gone.
I have 3, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you guys are level 2, derp. Okay, so Nemia, you have 8 points, Abyss.
Okay.
And you're prone. Gruna sees this,
Oh,
has
God.
advantage on the attack,
Oh shit.
and you are unconscious again.
Oh, fuck. At least her death saves reset.
Yeah,
It's like whack-a-mole.
she had 1 success though, so... Anyway, so he smacks her, and then he moves up to you, Luffy.
Oh, hi.
Valeria,
Mm-hmm.
it's your turn. Go ahead and check the box for sneak attack, because he's next to one of your partners.
LJ, you want a brownie?
You want a donut?
I go there.
I hate all of you guys right now.
I shoot. I did not.
Nope.
And now
barely
I
miss
stealth
Luffy.
away.
Okay.
I try and stealth away.
Another stealth check. Alright. Valeria, away as in like down the alleyway?
Yeah, just away from where the footsteps are coming from.
Okay. Valeria slips into the alleyway and is no longer considered part of this combat.
You,
Lufir.
I'm going to regret this. Crack of the whip. If I try to move, I'm gonna get hit.
That hits for 1 damage rounded to 1 damage because it can't go down to 0. And 4, so 5 damage. Still standing.
Oh, I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna try and move past him to get toward this.
Alright.
I'll take the hit.
So he swings out towards you. 15 doesn't hit, which is unfortunate for you because he would have knocked himself out with the same hit.
Damn it!
Damn it!
Yeah, because you cursed him right at the start of this.
I think that's over though. It only lasts a minute.
You did that at the start of the fight.
Oh,
10 rounds is a minute.
okay.
Abyss, death save. That is 1 failure. Lorelei.
Come on. You got this.
Okay, Abyss gets 8 healing. And you can still use a cantrip. I'm going to go ahead and make his wisdom save because I'm pretty sure I know what's coming. Woohoo! No damage. Are you also going to retreat down the alleyway?
Yes.
Okay. Lorelei, make a stealth check for me as you're running away. You don't get to do a bonus action hide, but you are attempting to not be noticed by guards. So make a stealth check, Lorelei. Ronnie? Well, great. I guess he's not trying to hide from the guards.
Oh,
Well, he's still on the call. Oh, there.
There it is. Okay. Trying your best to avoid guards. Gruna also notices that the guards are coming, but he's not quite done with either of you, so he's going to get between you. He already knows he can take out Abyss with 1 hit, so he's going to go and swing towards you, Lufir. 17 does not hit, though. Lufir.
I'm gonna try and hit him.
Great.
Hopefully I get that
Crack of
last
the
bit of
whip.
damage in. Nope!
Nope. You going to move away?
I want to try and move past him, yeah.
Great. Towards the same area as everybody else disappeared over here.
Oh, going to her.
Well, that's not... Nothing happens.
Oh. Then yeah.
Great. Cool. Still nothing happens.
Nothing?
He doesn't get an opportunity attack unless you leave his attack range.
Oh.
So you'd have to head, like, this way.
I can't do anything else to grab her. I want to try and grab her.
No, that's your action and you're already attacked.
Fuck. No, then I'm gonna stand here then.
Great, Abyss. You're
wait a
prone.
minute. You didn't have me use an action when I went.
He's trying to drag a conscious person. If you wanted to go and stand her up, I would allow you to do that.
Yeah, I'll do that one then.
Okay, so she's standing now.
Yeah.
The 20
Rapier
hits.
does hit.
Unfortunately, 1 damage short. He's still standing.
Okay, if somebody can hit again.
It's his turn.
Yeah.
I know.
And Abyss, he's swinging at you. Misses.
Hit.
Wow, that's the first one.
Yes.
You managed to dodge out of the way. Lufir, you hear the guards coming still.
We're the only ones here, huh?
The other 2 decided to book it. 15 doesn't hit.
Damn it. I'm running.
Abyss.
I'm
Okay.
out.
Alright,
As far as
Stealth.
I can go.
make a stealth check. And he gets an attack as you go. Doesn't hit.
I feel the wind.
Right. 5 does not hit.
Oh my god.
It's his go. The guards are here at this point, and they see all 3 of you. He's going to swing towards Abyss. Hits.
That's
And-
17.
And you're unconscious again.
Hit.
Do you not have any long range? Fear?
No, I have my whip.
Alright, Lufier, you're all that's left. Guards are here.
The guards are already here, so I'm already
Please
caught.
take him
at that
down.
point. Yeah, I'm turning around. I'm gonna come up.
You might want to raise your hands first,
Why?
so that you're not going to try to reach for a weapon.
He's already holding a weapon.
Yeah, we're
Drop
mid
your
combat.
whip.
That hits. He goes down.
But he's not dead.
Nope. The guards come and surround the 3 of you. They immediately stabilize Abyss and Gruna. And Lufier, you are arrested.
Okay. No resistance.
You didn't kill him. He's still alive.
I tried.
So, the attempt failed as the guards came rushing in. All 3 of you have been arrested. They do start chasing off after and do eventually catch Lorelei as well. Your stealth check was too low, unfortunately, and you were noticed. So, about an hour later, you are all 5, Lorelei, Lufier, Abyss, all 4 of you are in a cell. Gruna, Abyss, Lufier, and Lorelei are all sat in the exact same cell. All of your hands are chained, which means you cannot play your flute.
You can try, but it does not work.
It's okay. We got this.
Like I said, this was either gonna my thought was gonna either go well and might be totally wrong for you guys.
Eventually, the lawmaster shows up, familiar to all of you but Lorelei.
Wait, have I seen the Lawmaster?
Well, actually, familiar to all of you because you guys would have seen her at the arena.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she's next to you guys' cage. So, you 3 are the assassins that were mentioned to us. Strange that she would come and rat out her own team.
What?
She was there. She saw you guys fighting together.
Like,
I think the
saw
one was for the
everything?
she rat her out her own team, but I just said I didn't know who did it.
did they see the fight start?
No.
Okay,
I have an idea.
I'm good.
Oh god, this is gonna go so bad.
Yeah, probably.
So, now that you're all awake and rambunctious, looking towards Lorelei, who's singing in the corner. Anybody want to offer an explanation?
Oh, my parents.
Fear, think before you speak.
Well, I mean, she kind of just fessed up.
She did, yes. So I'm hoping that'll help things.
All right, well,
I
that
am
explains.
hoping to.
That has an explanation for you then. And what about you, Luffy?
She asked me to help. I thought if he literally did kill her parents, they deserve to die.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
That's
killed my
not the
friend's
first time
parents.
I've heard that. And what about you? I believe it was Lorelei.
I was just in it for the fun.
I see.
Smart.
Gruna, anything to say? Just shakes his head. Well, nobody died this time. But there was still an attempt at taking lives. The three of you will have your trial tomorrow. Gruna, you will have your trial the day after. And we'll be separating the three of you into the main prison cells. And the door is opened. A couple of guards come in to escort Lufir, Abyss, and Lorelei into proper prison cells.
Wait. And I kind of like just try and like stand still for a second. We get tried before he does.
We want to make sure he stays as long as possible. He uses this as an excuse to kill more.
I would just do a trial by fire out in the public, but it's your town.
Last thing we want is arena champions drawn out in front of everyone else and told of their death dealings.
You say so. I just kind of trudge on.
Or if you wish, we can bring this down to an arena match. The three of you versus him. Winner gets to walk.
I'm down.
Larf.
Well, in
I'm
that case, we'll bring you to Druids and let's go now. Why not? No point in waiting about it.
Fuck a duck. You guys are gonna die.
So,
Have some faith.
there's a lot of talk about town all of a sudden, about champions facing other champions.
I assume they're using this as like for the city stunt type thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
they don't want champions of the arena being outed that they're assassins.
Do we get our hit points back, Nate?
Yeah, everybody gets their hit points back. Nothing else, though.
Yep.
As this is Druid's healing you, not a long rest. And you guys are brought to the arena. And unfortunately for you, he's also at full health.
That's fine.
He was not before, though.
He was
Yeah,
not.
you say that's fine when I have literally one attack that I can that
Yeah,
for 3 damage.
Lorelai's tapped out of spells.
So I can't heal, I can't hit, and I can't do anything. This is fine though.
So eventually, the rumor hits Valeria and Amartia. You both learn that 3 of your teammates are going to challenge Gruna in the arena.
Well, by this time, I probably abandoned
No.
the clothes that I was wearing.
Okay, so you've changed your clothes.
Son of a boggart. Okay.
A lot of people are making their way towards the arena, and they rushed this match up as much as they could because they want to get it over with before the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'll still be on the lookout for John during this time.
So you're not even going to the arena.
No.
All right. Amartia, what about you?
I'll go.
Okay. You go and make your way to the arena. You do see that the arena is filling up pretty quick.
I will go attempt to find a seat.
Okay. You can go and take a seat. You see that they're all already on the field. Decent distance away from one another. They're unchained. They've got their weapons on them. But they've been told to remain where they are until it starts.
It's just the 3 of them. It's just like she actually counts for a little bit. Look at them. She was like, "Wait, wasn't someone else Because she was there when Valeria was asking, not with Lorelai. It's like, okay. Just shrugs and sits there to watch as her teammates make dumbasses of themselves.
All right. So after the arena starts to settle and people have gotten to their seats, I now need a roll of initiative as the Lawmaster begins to speak. We have before you 4 of your arena champions who will now be fighting for your amusement. Wow. 2 12s and 2 11s.
Wow.
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 This fight has only one rule. No one is allowed to die. It would be 3 against 1, as Gruna is a more seasoned fighter. If Gruna wins, he will receive a pot of 100 gold. If the other 3 win, they will receive a pot of 35 gold each. If the other 2 party members from the previous arena day would like to join them on the field, you may also earn a small amount of gold.
Please help us.
However,
For the love of God.
Valeria, why are you begging? You didn't even go.
No, I'm not begging for me.
You gonna go join them?
No, I'm not.
Alright,
Yes,
so
I'll
Amartya
come down.
Amartya starts to make her way down from the stands.
She's throwing daggers at all 3 of you.
Well,
Valeria, join us.
Valeria
I'm not
did
even
not
there.
go to the arena. She left
She's
you guys
not
to
there.
lose.
Damn it.
Like I said, denying everything.
Amartya,
Makes sense, but still.
you should be at full health.
Oh yeah, I am. I have all my shit. I'm aside from a squirrel, I'm assuming.
Yes, Rajacha is not here still.
Yeah. That's fine. Ratchet Chat would not be useful.
We're gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say that for now the ritual will be 2 hours per level. So Rajacha is back, and your father is in the audience.
Okay.
Oops.
I have an idea of how Ratchet Chat could be useful then. But only just.
So
look, the
Rachacha
distraction.
finishes absorbing the other squirrel that your father had tamed. And he's now with you. Go ahead and roll your initiative for yourself
just give
and
me-
Rachacha. Well, I'll roll Rachacha as I can.
Yeah, if you want to. I'm gonna do mine.
Well, Rachacha so far is first, so that's great.
Good job, Rachacha.
And Marty is
And
last.
I'm
Go figure.
Last as fuck.
Alright, well, since the 5th doesn't seem to be willing to participate, you, Amartya, will stand to gain 20 gold if your team wins.
Cool.
So, with the rules outlined, you may use any and all means to defeat your opponent. But as I said, no one is allowed to die. And let the battle begin. Rachacha, because you haven't given him any orders yet, is going to hop up onto your shoulder and take the dodge action.
That's fine.
Alright, Lufir and Abyss.
Pop my blood right, of course. Down to 19 damage, or 19 health. And then I'm going to move up at 35. I'm going to move up to here and dodge action.
up next to him.
And that'll be me.
Hold on. Can you use your right an infinite number of times per day?
Yeah. As long as I can get my health back.
Yeah, okay. So you activate your right and move forward 15 feet.
Oh, is that it? Okay, I'll keep going a little bit more. But yeah.
I go right next to Lufier and then throw my trident at Gruna.
There you go.
Okay, so go ahead and throw your trident. Lufier, you can literally attack him this turn.
Can I? For this
Yes.
distance?
No,
Oh,
you need
shit.
to move forward one more.
Alright. Going right up to a good start.
We're doing great so far, guys. Crack your whip and trident gets thrown, and unfortunately you guys end up smacking each other's weapons. Yeah,
Don't get that tangled!
you ran away without your daggers, so you don't have a weapon right now. Gruna... hold on. Who has the higher dex? You have the higher dex, so you're before Gruna.
Fantastic. Well, let's see. I can't use my dagger. I have no attacks. I can. So,
Yeah,
great.
You're stuck doing cantrips.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the life of a spellcaster.
You know what? I use vicious mockery and I insult my team as I yell at him.
Okay, who in particular are you insulting on the team?
No, I'm casting it at him. I'm attacking him.
Yeah, but you said you were
him.
insulting someone on the team, didn't you?
Yeah. Who are you insulting on the team?
Yeah, who you're insulting on the team?
I don't know which one of you two to insult. I just don't know.
You better not be fucking me.
No, I don't know. Hold on.
I would
I
be
got an
so
idea.
angry.
Hold on. I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna roll a d2
Yeah, how do I do it on this thing again?
/r space
Okay,
1d2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, you're doing it in Discord? Why don't you just do it in the game?
I can do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me show you.
You put that in the player notes. I'm deleting that.
My
Also,
bad.
if it was in Discord, it'd be exclamation point.
so you
not
rolled a
The
1.
game god's sacred stuff.
Great, Chris. I need you to make a wisdom save.
Yay! It's gonna go horrible.
I mean, you're facing 1 damage here, so
Yeah.
Wait, I thought she was still attacking Gruna with it, but
you made the insult towards Lufier, so he is the one who takes the damage.
I also give him 1 bardic inspiration.
Go ahead. So you insulted him,
bonus.
hurt him, and inspire him at the same time. Cool. So you get
that is totally how bards work. That actually is kind of how bards work.
so Lufier, you have a d6 that you can add to an attack roll or an ability check.
Alright.
It's now Gruna's turn. He's going to once again rage. And he's going to right up to you, Lufier.
Hi.
And a blap. You take 13 damage.
Jesus fuck.
Well, that hurt.
So Martia, it is now your turn.
I do my shtick, which is fly up in the air 10 feet, and I shoot the bow.
Okie You shoot him with your bow.
I shoot him with my bow. I just need to make sure I didn't accidentally take advantage, that I did take that off.
That hits.
I hit. And I
4.
do. For 8 damage, which is probably 4
Round
damage.
it down to 4.
4 damage.
Yep.
And you can give an order to Rachacha, who probably hopped off your shoulder before you went into the air because he didn't want to fall again.
Yeah, no, I would have had him hop off my shoulder. He action to Probably Luthier.
Again, the help action means he does it on the enemy, and the next attack gets advantage.
I know.
So it would be Lufir next, though. So he runs up and climbs onto Grunaw's face and just kind of sits there in his eyes and starts making chittering noises.
Squeak.
That's his turn, so Lufir.
Yeah, going to crack the whip. How do I use that inspiration for that too?
You'll roll your attack and then roll your inspiration.
See what your attack is, because I just gave you advantage.
Yeah, roll
Okay.
again.
Okay. I forgot. But
Well, it wasn't a natural 20. So that's 2 rounded down, or 4 rounded down to 2 and 7 rounded down to 4, so 5 damage.
he says a D6.
Whoopsies. You
You did hit, so
Oh.
because
Okay.
Yeah,
the Bardic
hold on.
Inspiration doesn't do damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Bardic Inspiration is kind of a hey.
Yeah.
hey,
Not
it's a wonderful kind of day.
Bonus action. I'm going to curse him.
You can. How many times can you curse per day?
Never mind. Yep. I'm reading it.
Because I believe you don't get that one back.
That.
I mean, I would agree. A lot of you are idiots. Salt. You have all of my salt.
Unless. I'm not seeing anything about a time. Just says up to a minute.
Oh, how many times you can do it?
I'm not seeing that.
Other thing, Blood Maledict.
Oh, okay, there you go.
When you use it, you choose who to curse while invoking.
Short rest. Or
Yeah.
long rest.
You
Okay.
haven't gotten it back.
Okay then. I can't take the dodge action then.
You already attacked, so no.
Yeah, you're good.
Abyss.
Alright.
Okay. I will go to him. Stab him.
That hits. For 1 damage. Lorelei.
Question: if I charm him, does that break rage?
Charm him with what?
I have one charm person.
You are out of spell slots. You used all 3.
It is a gift you gave me for my naturally charming ability.
You don't get to cast that again. You don't get that as part of your naturally charming until level 3.
Son of a bitch!
Disappointing.
Also, I don't think he can be charmed because he's raging.
No, he's not a berserker.
Okay.
Berserkers are the only ones that are immune to
Well,
effects.
then
of
I will use the
berserking.
one attack I'm capable of doing.
Wisdom.
Only thing I'm literally capable of doing.
No damage. His turn. Does not hit Lufir.
Yay!
Martia.
I shoot him again,
If only he was cursed.
and I tell Ratchatcha to keep helping here. Nope,
13
I don't think that hits.
misses.
Yeah, I thought so.
Ratchatcha jumps up back onto the face, and Lufir, it's your turn again.
Yay!
You have advantage.
If I can get my sheet pop, there you go. I heard everything minimalized so I could see everything at one time.
I just realized something.
Natural
interesting.
20. So that's 4 and another 4, so 8 damage.
And never mind.
He looks about as rough as when you guys first saw him earlier today.
Yay! Boy, woke him up from the nap.
Abyss, you do not get the advantage as Ratchatcha has jumped off
I
of his
thought you were
face.
asleep.
Okay.